The headline of the evening is yet to be written.
8 women go for a shot at a global medal. Zoe Hobbs of New Zealand takes lane 1. She was 4th in Glasgow. She's the first ever Oceanic woman to dip under 11 seconds a couple of years ago. Season's best in qualifying here. I wonder if Rani Roscius would have believed you if you told her this indoor season would yield a national record of 7:08 and a global final. The Belgian takes lane 2. The bronze medalist from Glasgow last year, the gold medalist from the European Indoor Championships, Zainab Dosso of Italy, the pre-event favourite, the world lead, takes lane 3. Lane 4 goes to Patricia van der Weyken, already a history maker for Luxembourg. Could she possibly get their first global medal tonight in Nanjing? Lane 5 goes to Poland's Ewa Swoboda. It was a sensational silver in Glasgow behind the eventual Olympic champion, Julian Alfred. Can Swoboda pick up some metalware again tonight? Majinga Kambundji was the winner in Belgrade. She's a prolific medalist. She pushed Dosso all the way in the European Championships a couple of weeks ago. Kambundji's going to have to find a little bit extra in this final than she showed in the opening couple of rounds. Amy Hunt hasn't started well, but clinical execution by the Cambridge graduate today has seen her into this final. She can find that start speed. Could she get herself up on that podium? And last but not least, in lane 8 for the People's Republic of China, Liang Zhaojing, the Olympic youth champion from this city, a decade ago, had 2 fantastic runs today, crisp starting and at the same time 2 equal personal bests of 7:17. Liang Zhaojing will be inspired by the exploits of her teammates. 6 Europeans in the middle of this field, all under 7:10 this season. Dosso is the favourite, but I think those other 2 medals could be super close, and if Dosso folds under the pressure, it's wide open. Hobbs in 1, Roscius in 2, Dosso in 3, van der Weyken in 4, Swoboda in 5, Kambundji in 6, Hunt in 7, and Liang in lane 8. Women's 60-metre final. And a good start from van der Weyken for Swoboda, but Dosso gets into a run in the second half of the race. Dosso coming under pressure. Kambundji repeats as world indoor champion for Switzerland. She is a championship performer. She delivers under pressure. She's clinical and calm, and that from Kambundji is phenomenal. And everybody else staring up at that board. What happened? Kambundji is confirmed as the winner. Dosso has come up in the silver medal position. She will be bitterly disappointed. And van der Weyken does it. She gets the first ever global medal for Luxembourg. What a finish from the 3 medalists from the European Indoor Championships in a different order. But they've triumphed against Swoboda, a second 4th of the season for the Polish woman. But good sportsmanship from her, giving everybody a hug. That was a final that did not disappoint. Great execution from all the athletes. I think perhaps Dosso just everybody a hug. That was a final that did not disappoint. Great execution from all the athletes. I think perhaps Dosso just tensing up in the last few metres, and Kambundji just saying, I've been here before, I can be here again. And she is a double world indoor champion.
Well, Kambundji won it from lane 8, I think, in Belgrade in 2022. This time she's come to China and she's done it from lane 6. Dosso looked unbeatable in the heats with 7:09. She looked fantastic with 7:07 in the semis, and on paper it looked like it could be her night to dip inside 7 seconds. But the final is not about time, it's about holding nerve, and nobody was really looking at Kambundji despite her great record. And while Dosso was drawn into that battle with van der Weyken, on the outside, in 6, leaving it late, came Kambundji. A brilliant 200-metre runner outdoors, and she showed that strength, speed, endurance to great effect. A perfectly timed dip for the line. Dosso would not have seen her in her peripheral vision because her vision was blocked by van der Weyken, who she knew she had just out-dipped. So pleased for the Luxembourg athlete to get another major medal. Global this time rather than continental. That will be a huge story in Luxembourg, but this will be a big story in Switzerland. Kambundji's done it again and beaten the favourite who lined up in lane 3. All out there in 6. She struck perfectly and she struck gold.
Kambundji is a seasoned performer at the championships, a seasoned campaigner across the season and peaking and getting it right. In Apeldoorn, I thought, well, hello, here she is. We haven't seen her so far this season. I think a good run at the Swiss National Championships or in Switzerland, and then in Apeldoorn she pushed Dosso all the way, and I thought, okay, game on, it's going to happen again in Nanjing. But in the first round, in the semi-final, Mujinga Kambundji, she didn't look like a global champion that she is, and she's proved it. She didn't look like that through the first few rounds. If you remember, it was a 3-way tie in her semi-final, all of them stuck on 7-12, and suddenly she comes here, she finds another 600ths, and she takes the gold medal. Her sister, Dothaji Kambundji, comes in as the world leader in the 60-metre hurdles. She goes tomorrow.
Dosso leading at this stage, Van der Vrieken coming late, but so too did Kambundji. Just watch how late. Dosso's definitely leading here, but she gets tight, feels the pressure from Van der Vrieken, and on this side, Kambundji stole the gold. Great head-on shot here. Silver on the right, bronze second from the right, fourth in the middle, gold on the left. And she knew it.
Angelika Moser picking up a bronze in the women's pole vault this morning. That's setting the tone for this Swiss team. Kambundji, a wonderful gold medal. They've got Simon Ehammer going in the men's long jump tomorrow. And, as I mentioned, Dothaji Kambundji coming in. The sister of Mujinga Kambundji as the world lead athlete in the 60-metre hurdles. As a small but elite team, Audrey Verreaux going in the women's 800 metres as well. Plenty for the Swiss to get excited about. And Mujinga Kambundji, she's so gracious in victory or defeat. She knows it doesn't. And there's the results of the women's 60 metres, a second global indoor title for Mujinga Kambundji, delivering when it matters, 7.04. Zainab Dosso, a silver medal, 7.06. Patricia Van der Weyken, a bronze, 7.07.